Giovanni will have his new team with Shadow Latios at the end of the lineup, July 9th, at least by midnight, basically your time zone. And of course, we're going to see him right here saying, "Your professor has not prepared you for what is to come." And clearly, no one has prepared him for the latter half of middle age. Is he still doing this stuff with Pokemon, man? Alright, so if you want to beat Captain Incompetence, this is basically a first look, so it's usually the messiest one. It still all works, of course, it's just like we're still kind of feeling out everything. Again, because it's the first run at all of this. So normally I wouldn't do this, actually. I wouldn't pick Tropius at any other time, but we actually just recently, wasn't it GoFest? But recently had events that spawned Tropius. Now, this is the good thing about this channel and these videos, is that there's always going to be other options. So not just in the past videos for his other lineups, but also right now. Like, I'm still going to be building out the playlist. So the first thing you want to do with any Team Go Rocket fight that you just feel like you can't win or need a little bit of help or just want to be super strategic on is that you switch. So switch your Pokemon out at the beginning. That means we started with Tropius, but we did not intend for Tropius to actually go up against this Persian for the most part, basically. We wanted our Galarian Stunfisk to do that right here, which has also, it's been in the game for so long, it's actually recently been in some events. It's also in your 7K eggs for just a lot of the time of this game. This Persian is using Scratch, by the way, instead of Feint Attack, and that's why we're actually using Galarian Stunfisk, a Steel type, to resist that, instead of using a Fighting type, which you would use against Feint Attack. Now, you saw that we were using Muddy Water earlier. That's to break out the shields. Muddy Water is actually going to, of course, show up faster than Rock Slide will right here. Rock Slide is going to do more damage right now, though, so we will transition over to Rock Slide. The best hope is what happened in this matchup is that Muddy Water, it does actually have a small chance to nerf the Persian's attack, make it weaker. And so in that regard, it actually did happen on the first Muddy Water that we used. So notice that, of course, we put in the Scizor, we did a few of our fast attacks, and then we switched out before we got hit. That's just to generate some energy for the future. This is all energy that you're building up, so of course, keep in mind, every single time that you switch, every single time that a charge move is used like this, the Team Go Rocket side is going to stand still. So you notice Persian wasn't attacking us right away. And so, like, this Rhyperior is going to come in right now, and that's actually why we use Tropius right now. Tropius is going to be great against this specific Rhyperior, okay? It's just like Galarian Stunfisk against that Persian. It's just like anything that I teach in these videos is that we have to handle Giovanni's Pokemon specific to the fast attack typing that he's using. So if he's using the other Rhyperior, which would have Smackdown, obviously the one that hurls a large boulder at you, and it kind of makes that whistle noise if you've ever heard that. It's like... Don't use Tropius for that because it has the flying type in here, and so it will be a little bit vulnerable. But being that this Rhyperior, you're actually going to see it go down, which is just amazing. Like, you don't see Rhyperior go down this fast to Great League level Pokemon all that often. It's just that this Tropius has Razor Leaf as its fast attack, and Razor Leaf is insane, you guys. The damage is amazing. Also, Rhyperior is going to be doubly weak to grass as well as water, so you're always going to try to use the water and the grass type attack. So obviously we had grass right now. Grass is going to resist the ground type that Rhyperior was using Mud Slap, but also Tropius is dual type. It has flying as well, so flying also resists the ground type. So we were actually double resisting that Mud Slap fast attack while dealing super effective damage, of course, and that's what you're trying to do in as many of the Team Go Rocket fights as you can, at least the ones that you're struggling in. So we've got Scizor right here. This Latios is actually going to be using Dragon Breath. The other move that it can use is Zen Headbutt. Steel is sort of the common denominator between those two attacks, so Steel will actually resist both of those, whereas there are other types that will too. It's just they don't have as much crossover with the other types. Like, Steel is really good for that. Now, Latios, one of the things is it's weak to Bug. Go figure, right? And so we are actually going to run away from this fight because I don't want to use a Super Rocket Radar, okay? So you're actually going to see, I'll let my Scizor go ahead and fall, but basically we just needed one more charge attack right here and we'd win. So again, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and run away. That's to save our Super Rocket Radar, but that is our first look. In the next videos here on this channel, we'll probably not do the running away thing and we'll just like catch it on those accounts. You know, I'll catch one for my dad and stuff. So there's some notes on screen for you, but the last thing to also know is that Team Go Rocket will scale their CP up or down based on your trainer level, and so this account that I'm playing from is level 47. So that means that I'm fighting a Giovanni with Pokemon that are more powerful than if you have any account lower than that. So lower than 47, you'll be fighting easier CP amounts at least. Keep in mind, of course, all of Giovanni's Pokemon can have another fast attack, so this is very specific to this lineup, and again, we're going to be building out this whole playlist in the days and weeks to come. Please click an end screen on screen to see another one, and thanks for viewing.